Hello and welcome. My name is Ajaxpost and this is Train Fever. And yes, you're right. What we're looking at here is a whole new train route. This is actually something I recorded a few days ago and was going to be this particular episode. But when I'd finished looking at it, I thought, well, actually, all I'm doing is laying another cargo route around a mountain. And as much fun as that was for me, I'm not sure it makes terribly entertaining viewing. But the next stage of the project, of which this was the first part, the cargo route that is hopefully going to be more entertaining if I get it right, or maybe even more entertaining if I get it wrong. Who knows? Anyway, what I'm doing, this is a goods train going from the oil refinery that serves sort of the southern reach towns of Bradley, Stoke and Hewtown, is also now serving Fakenham. Fakenham was previously supplied by, if I scroll my way over there, by this kind of steel mill here, which was served feeding steel into Fakenham here. It's a tiddly little route. I was never making any money really, and wasn't actually keeping up with the goods demand in Fakenham. That's improved somewhat with this new train going in, which has been operating for a year or so now, and we're getting there. But the main point, what I'm desperately trying to achieve, is this, it's not going to show it just yet, is the express route that goes from Fakenham here to Banbury and then on to the Wisbeach Junction up on the north side of the river. I want to revitalise Fakenham a little bit. It's been a while since we were here last and did anything useful with it, and if I can get this town buzzing, then hopefully we'll get more traffic coming from this end of the express route, and the express might actually start earning money. If we just look at the numbers, where are we? If we take the railroad, 2.7 million loss for the last year or whatever. It's running these lovely new HST125 trains, but it just never makes any money. It probably never will, to be honest, but I'm going to give it one last shot, and part of that is to regenerate this this station here, this whole area, using a trick I learnt in a recently watched video by the legend that is Colonel Failure, who's kind of inspired me to do the Train Fever videos, to be honest, and he's done some really fun and entertaining things with it, one of which I'm hopefully going to try and emulate here, not on the grand scale that he did it, but on a more limited scale, which will hopefully actually help me regenerate this town. Now, the thing I need to do that is to make sure this station area is clear. Now, as you can see, I put this station in here. It's one of the first towns we sort of built into, along with Teignmouth, back down the other end of this line, a bit down below that is, and kind of left it there, and the town has evolved around it, and there's no real space to enlarge the station, or so you would think. Now, the issue here is, do we have traffic on these roads? I think we're clear. We've got the bus stops and that's it. Okay, so what we're going to do is demolish and restart our town. We're going to take out some building. We're going to put in a whole new project plan for this town to regenerate it, and to do that we need to get rid of some of the old buildings. Now, I can do that here because I've got a fair amount of money, because as you can see, demolishing buildings is expensive. Certainly these lovely big buildings here, 1.85 million to get rid of that, and there I go, there it's gone. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to clear out the station area here so I can get a bigger station in, which will help me separate out the express from the southern loop which goes around on these tracks as well. And if that increases the speed, and if the work here, certainly with the cargo station I put in there, expands the town somewhat and gives us more residents who want to play from here, or businesses that people want to come to Fakenham to work in, then hopefully the traffic will increase and the express might start making money. It's a vain hope, I know, but there we are. Anyway, let's get to it. So the thing we can do is get rid of all this. We can't delete the roads until we get rid of the buildings, I'm afraid, so it's going to be a bit costly to start with. And hopefully, yeah, there's no trains or buses in the way, because the town won't like clearing roads on which buses are travelling. Right, now we need to clear a fair amount of this back, I think, because I started off with, well, I can't remember what I started off with. It was 40 odd million something, wasn't it? So, okay. Right, we need to get rid of this as well. Now, the great news about Transport Fever, which is coming out on the 8th of November, in case you haven't already heard, the sequel to this game. And if you buy it now, pre-order it, you get a 10% discount on it. And if you also happen to own Train Fever, certainly on Steam, I'm not sure about other media, as it were, you get an additional 15% off. So what you can do, as I've in fact done, is get a 25% discount on the very modestly priced game through Steam right now, up until November the 8th when it comes out. What that allows you to do, which is why I started talking about it, was you can dynamically extend stations just by clicking on them. If it's got room, I suppose, it will then let you, from what we've seen, add platforms to and sort of build up the station sort of organically, rather than, as we're about to do, delete it and start again. I might need to delete that road as well, actually, but let's get rid of the station. Now, have I cleared enough here to put the new station in? Now, it's only going to be the express, I think, that comes in here, so the express will come in from the right hand side here and then go out, so I only need one more track, I think. But what I'll do is I'll actually use one of the funky new, not a bus station, a train station, one of the funky new custom mods that I've added to the game recently, which is this sexy looking beastie. It's a very nice looking station. I want 3 tracks. It'd be silly when replacing it with another 2-track one. Can I get this out? If I use shift and whatever, I can hopefully twist it and turn it. Will it line up, because the ground's kind of uneven here? Oh, where's it gone? This is a tricky thing to achieve, and I'm not sure it's going to let me. I'm going to need to delete more than that, aren't I? If I delete that bit of road there, and delete those 2 stops, I'm not quite sure. Actually, I should have checked first, shouldn't I? What they were going to, what route they were on. Hey ho, it's done now. Can't cry over spilt milk or deleted stations. Let's get closer than that so I can. Whoops, not that close. So I can see what I'm doing. Will that line up? It's the terrain collision thing, isn't it? Or is that? No, it's not quite lined up. It doesn't want to do it. Oh, well, okay, just delete track then. Easy enough to do. That's you and that's you. So hopefully it will join the other end and I can join it up manually. And will that join? I'm never quite sure when I'm doing this. Isn't this a gorgeous little station? Again, because it's a game from Germany, or is it Switzerland? A German-speaking country at least. So, how's that? It hasn't joined up. Oh, I kind of knew it would do that. Didn't you? No, we need to. Don't think we can put in. No, it's not possible over that short distance. Okay, we put that back in. Okay, that one works, and that one. Splendid. Right, okay. Just join this side up as well. And I have a suspicion I might not get this right under the. Can I get it under that bridge? No. Well, that bridge is old and narrow. I mean, in a real historical town, you'd probably keep it, but I'm not going to because it slows down my bus traffic. Okay, now the thing is, can I then put that bridge back in place? Actually, let's get the track out there first so it doesn't compromise anything. That should do. At least get it a marker laid down. Whoops, don't want that. I don't know if smoothing will actually help here at all. Just smooth this down a bit, just in case that helps me put that bridge back in place. And over this side too. Can we do that? I'm not sure there's going to be enough space to get a properly sized road bridge over there, wide and with bus lanes. If I... No, it looks like whichever style... Oh, hang on. Is that going to work? It looks so close, doesn't it, that it might. It's annoying when it actually draws it in for you, and then says, well, actually, no, I'm not actually. There's another bus stop there, isn't there? If we get rid of that, actually, if I get rid of that road and make actually what we could decisions. If I put that in there, can I then take you across there? Yes, I can. Right. Actually, that other sort of steel bridge does look very unsightly, to be honest. So I think I'm happy with that one. Right. Okay. Don't want that little touch there. So we could actually have that big road running all the way. Oh, blimey, I'm spending a lot of money here, aren't I? We can have that big road running all the way along from the station. Or can I? Oh, that's probably going to be a hellish junction to navigate for real traffic, but that's not my problem. That's going to be a problem for the citizens of this little town. Shall I get rid of those? Do I want to put a big... No, we'll leave that as an ordinary road. Can we make this a big road? We can. Right. The benefit of that is that the bus lanes obviously will separate out my traffic and my buses and my trucks from the ordinary traffic generated by the town itself, the AI traffic, if you will. Okay, so we need to connect that road up. We'll just use an ordinary bit of road. We won't put a bus lane on there. Actually, do we want to add a proper bus? No, we'll make it ordinary bus stops, I think. I read somewhere on one of the sort of conversations on one of the forum posts that if you put in one of the sort of bus station type the bus stations in the game, there is a limit to how many people will actually wait in line for a bus, whereas if you simply use a bus stop, it will go well beyond that limit, in as much as many people it can fit along that piece of road. So if you're expecting a lot of traffic, it can be better with bus stops rather than but I think it was on that side of the road, wasn't it? So that's replacing those. Okay, so what is this station called? It's called Fakenham. Is it still called Fakenham? It is. That's fine. Just check the routes. Okay, the orange route is the express. Now, how much extra track do I want to build for the express? And what will, because where's it coming from? So the express, you see, comes in down here and then joins this bit of track which is shared with the loop trains going in both directions. So there's a sort of congestion risk there. And what I could do is I could split it off over here and go into that line there, so it's a bit shorter and separate. I think that's what I'll do, except I've got a train in the way there. Ah, there's one of the HS2s. If we move you along a bit, which way are you going? That's it. Okay. So can we... Why do I keep clicking road when I mean track? Right, fast and electric. So let's take you out of there. Can we go faster than that? I think we can. That will do nicely. And we'll want cross over there, I think. Hang on, no, let's do this logically. I always get myself confused. Right, so the trains are coming. Actually, why was he going the other direction? He should be going, yeah, driving on the left. He should be going up that way. So, yeah, okay. So what we will have is, this is the other track coming down. Oh, I'm confusing myself again here, aren't I? Right, so you're coming, yeah, so you'll be going down, so you'll want to cross over fairly smartly to that side. So that we will do there. And if I have them coming in on one track, I'll just run the risk of congestion. Oh, can I not? Oh, because there's a switch in there now. Darn. How much can I snap this to? You can't. Oh, this is kind of annoying, isn't it? It sort of works and then it decides not to. Right. Let's take you then. We go from there. Ooh. Well, that's interesting. That works up to there. Oh, it does work. This game is odd like that. So, oh, the train's in the way. Let's move you along. There you go. So, and you can go there. Right. Okay. So, what we're going to do? We're going to have this leap off. So it's not going to join with that track. So we'll have you heading off in that direction, I think. You're going as fast as you can, thank you. Good. And then off over here. That's looking quite good. If we make that, I don't want to make it. We don't want to make. Sorry, keep my words out straight. We want to keep it going fast because you are the express route. And you're going to have trouble with that piece of road. Well, you know what happens when I have trouble with bits of road? I delete them. Simple. There you go. And I'll work out what to do with the road later. So that will need to start coming around there because we've got to join up with this track here coming out of the station. Why does it want a bridge? That's very odd. Okay, so oh, and you can see here, and this is the thing that we realised when we watched the Kernel Failure video, is that you delete all the houses and spend all that money, but as soon as you start the game up, and it might do it on the turnover of a new month, they start rebuilding. So you can actually delete an entire town practically, and relay your roads and your infrastructure and everything, and then once you start the game running again, come out of pause mode, it just rebuilds it. It takes a while to sort of recoup the population, but it does get there. And if you've done a good job in laying out the roads, you should get a much better density of buildings. I'm not quite sure why it wants the bridge there, but I'm not going to argue. It did, so okay. I mean, this is expensive work, to be honest. Laying all this extra track for a train that has never made me any money whatsoever. But we live in hope. Right, now can I join these two bits of track together? So I put in a fast switch here. That's what we need to do. Okay. Actually, we want to keep it as close to the station as we can, so coming out from that. Actually, I might have had room. No, not under the bridge. So as soon as we get out of the bridge, Sorry matey, you're a bit too previous, so take you out. Put this bit of track in there, that's nice and fast. Okay, then we can join you up with that bit there. Okay. Oh, this game can it can be endlessly frustrating when you hit those terrain collision conflicts and stuff. But sometimes it just works things out so perfectly right, and that's what it's done here. It's got the express going in on that separate platform, totally separate to the loop. Now let's just work out what it's doing down here. So presumably it's got that all right as well. Okay, yeah. So everything lines up again perfectly. That is like magic. Okay, so we're going to need release signals here. We don't want to clog up these junctions too much. So if you're coming in, we'll have one there. And on this side, we'll probably want. Now this might get confusing and complicated. Right, so that's going to hold up the traffic, the loop traffic going in that direction. And we'll need a release signal there, I think. And again, the express is coming in from this side, so we'll want to stop the loop train around there. I mean, my thinking is if we can put signals on here which will give precedence to the express, so we'll put the stop lights on the loop track, so the loop train coming in here will stop while the express is going across the track to realign itself, and hopefully that will work. Time will tell. Okay, right, now is there anything else I need to do here? Actually we could have a switch, sorry not a switch, a signal here for trains coming in. We'll have one going out as well, just sort of complete the set as it were. So as soon as a train passes there, then this train should be able to start coming into the station. That's cool. Right, now my bus routes, how are they laid out here? Right, so Fakenham big. Oh, it's found that bus stop. That's cool. The bus rail, and it's found that one too. And it does, when you delete a stop or any sort of station, it does keep hold of that location for a while, so you can replace it, and then it just sort of puts it back into the route where it was, which is cool. So I think that will work. Yeah, well let's see how this plays out anyway. So shall we start the game going? Now I've played forward on this sort of plan before, and what has happened is that the trains here on the express route start taking very bizarre routes. I've got 4 on there. 4 is probably more than I need, but you see they're getting reasonable passenger numbers between Wisbech and Banbury, but between Banbury and Fakenham the numbers just disappear. Now fortunately, because it's rebuilding the town here, it's going to take a while, as you can see, for the passenger numbers to recover. So we're going to hit, so let's just slow this down a little bit to ordinary speed. So where are you? Oh, that'd be Wisbech, so you've got in there. You're delivering a nice number of passengers. How many are you picking up to take back to Banbury? 18. It's not great. Okay, this one. Where the heck are you? Oh, you see, that's a bit too close, really. Can I stop you? seeing as there's no trains on there. No passengers rather. Where's this one? This one's going to Banbury from where? From the south. That's okay. And this one's going to Banbury from... That's a bit further down. Actually, if I turn you around... you're on the wrong track. Right, excellent. Just pause the game here for a second. This is what I've been waiting for. Do you remember the southern extension route? Shall I take you over there now? Let's do that. There it is. Right. These two towns aren't on the main southern loop. And there was a train running along this piece of track here, which never made money. I have a habit of creating train routes that don't make money. So what I did was I put in the bus replacement service for a while, and that has been making money. Not a vast amount of money, but profit at least. You know, 100 odd grand every now and then is good. But when I played through in this game before, I need to click on a station, I found that I can use these little suburban trains, this one in particular, put that back on the trains and get rid of the replacement buses, and it made money. Now there is another multiple unit that I added recently as a mod, which is this train here, which is really nice looking. But unfortunately it's a bit more expensive, and I'm not sure it makes money quite as nicely as the slightly slower train does, so we will see. But that's something to look forward to in the next episode, I think. Can we get this train to go backwards? Are you going to go back? I think you should. There should be enough crossover here to get you. Are you going to do it? I don't think he's ever going to do it. I'll send him back up to Banbury then. Or what we could do is send him, we'll get that one restarted, is send him off to the depot, take it down to 3 trains for a while and see if that helps with profitability. Yeah, let's do that. We'll send him to a depot. I'm not sure where he's going to find one. Is there one near Gisborough somewhere? Who knows. Right, so shall we follow this train here? There we go. That's a nice passing shot to finish with, isn't it? There you go. You see, they don't. They're not very good trains, these, in the sense that they can travel fast. They got a maximum speed of 125 miles an hour, hence they were called 125s. But they're quite underpowered, really, so they take a while to accelerate, and I think that's been part of the problem with this route, because it's shared with the loop trains for a fair amount of its length. They don't have time to make use of the high speed. Anyway, we'll come back to that. A final check-in then on Fakenham. Where are you, sir? There you are. We've got passengers coming in already. A nice 48 for the southern loop. We'll see how the buses cope. Oh, I wonder if I could delete that bridge as well, actually. I might try that off camera. You've seen me delete a bridge already, you don't need to see me do it twice. Do you? I don't know. Right, so that's where we'll go. There's nothing much happening here at the moment, is there? Oh, there's a loop train coming in. Should we watch him as he makes his entrance? There he goes on the old loop track as he comes into Fakenham. He's only carrying 13 people at the moment. Is he going to catch any more? So while we watch this little beauty roll into Fakenham, and as the town hopefully redevelops. Actually, can I show you a graph? So I keep distracting myself. I'm trying to run the end credits, as it were, for the video to let you go. You see, yeah, right, it's not recovered yet. The green line is the residential, so I've lost a lot, 100 or more residents. But I'm sure they'll start coming back in, honestly. Yeah, shall I build a little bit of a road there? Well, that's nice. I'll get a proper look at this station actually. I'll do the road building afterwards. I think that is a really nice shot to end on. Yeah, a nice view of our new station. 2 trains going about their business. Okay, it claims to be Essen in Germany. It's not terribly English, I know, but what the hell? I like the look of it. So from me, Ajaxpost, for the time being, until next time. If you've enjoyed this video, do leave us a like, a comment perhaps, suggestions for where we can take this next, or ideas on how to improve my profitability on the express route. And of course, if you've not done so already, please do subscribe to hear about the new videos as I release them. So once again, from me, until next time, bye bye for now.